Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm in my Make Trading Great Again listing, Making Trading Great Again. Today we're going to be talking about why everything, happens for a reason. So basically, everything that happens in your life is for a reason. Like me, growing up with my dad was like the best option for me. That was like the universe protecting me. Like the universe really like removing like my biological mom, my half sisters, my stepdad out my life was kind of like the best thing for me, because after like I kind of heard all the stuff, like I don't know, that they did, like I don't know, growing up, I guess when I was smaller, they were like just taking my stuff and like they just didn't really care about me. And I had to just realize, the universe removes certain people out your life for a reason. And I just kind of had to let go of that side of the family and just realize they don't care about me. They don't have my best interest at heart. And growing up with my like dad's side of the family was like the best option for me. I had to just realize why my dad was kind of upset, because he felt like he was on his own with me, and that why he gets like annoyed sometimes, because I don't know, it feels like my mom kind of just chose my two younger sisters over me and my stepdad over me, and didn't really care about me and kind of like pushed me to the side. And I kind of just had to like stop feeling bad for her, because she chose her life. People make choices, and they have to figure out how to bounce back from the choices they made, because I made bad choices before and figured out a way to bounce back. And I just kind of like have gone into monk mode and just stopped caring about people who don't care about themselves, even if it's like my own family. And you gotta go about life like that on your trading journey, because nobody cares about you. Nobody cares if you make it as a trader. Nobody cares what you're going through. You just gotta really always be on top of your game, no matter what you're going through, whether that's sickness or I don't know, just anything. You gotta just always be on top of your game. And for me, I have just been battling marijuana addiction and just trying to give up smoking. And smoking is such a hard addiction to just give up, because I personally love the feeling of being high. And at this point, I've been smoking for a few years now, and it's just such a hard addiction to give up, because you just love the feeling of being high. I had to just learn to let go of a lot of pain and just kind of really give up weed and stop using it as a coping mechanism to kind of cure my depression. And I don't know, I just feel like if I have to be stoned all day, like every day, like I'm not the happiest version of myself. And I just had to kind of let go of people who make me feel low and just try to put me down. And it turns out that is my own biological mom and all that stuff, and it's just like kind of messed up. But I just had to just accept just certain shit and get over pain, like regarding my parents, and just kind of realize everything happens for a reason. Like me growing up with my dad was like the best option for me, because my mom worked. I didn't even miss out on anything, because she, I guess, was the breadwinner. And whatever, I just wish I had knew that when I was younger. I just kind of like learned a lot of things about my parents, like after like karmic events. And I just had to realize sometimes karma is a bitch, and sometimes all that bad juju just comes back to you. And I just had to accept like bad juju was coming back to my parents, because half the stuff I wouldn't even think like would be like real. But I just had to just accept certain shit and like move on and just focus on trading and rap and learn to control my emotions. I'm honestly just really just focusing on giving up weed. Weed addiction is like my coping mechanism. Like being high is like, I guess, my happiness, and I just feel like chill. But like smoking is just such a bad habit, and I kind of just want to leave smoking in my 20s. I'm like, if Lady Gaga can give up smoking, I can too. It's just such a hard addiction to give up. I know it's nothing like nicotine, but I don't know, it's just the feeling is just awesome, and I just gotta kind of like just get over liking smoking because it's just a bad habit. And I just kind of just had to learn to control my emotions, stop using smoking as a coping mechanism, learn to just kind of vibe by myself and not be around people who don't support me and just try to put me down. And I just had to realize, the universe removes certain people out of my life for a reason. Like removing my biological mom, my half sisters, my stepdad out of my life was one of the best things that happened to me, because I didn't even realize, they just didn't care about me. And I just had to accept that they don't care about me. And they were just trying to take from me because, apparently when I was younger, they were just taking whatever I had and just didn't care, and like kind of bullying me. So I just kind of had to accept, that side of the family doesn't really care about me, and I should just focus on myself and my glow up, and just, start my own family and kind of just, grow them up more, I guess, family based than I grew up, and just accept, that side of the family doesn't really mess with me, they don't care about me, and, just move on and just focus on trading and rap, and just kind of accept a lot of pain and hurt and just move on. And that's pretty much it for today's video. Don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe.